We're going to go ahead and click on generate from scratch using prompts only. I'm going to give everyone 3 seconds to click on this first thing right here where we see. Go ahead, everybody, in 3, 2, 1. I want you to type a G in the chat if you were able to click on that and click next. Perfect. So we click on the generate and we click on the next. Generate from scratch and next. Perfect. Everyone's following along beautifully. Now it's asking us, how many vocabulary terms do you want to drill in this practice? I urge everyone to type in 10. You have a maximum of 20, but we want to be able to use class time efficiently, and we don't want to have to research that many terms. So let's go ahead and type in 10, and then go ahead and click again on next. I'm going to give everyone 3 seconds to do that. 10 and next. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Then it's going to be asking us, which is your source language and your target language. We're going to choose English and Spanish. I want you to choose your language combination. Usually for this type of practice that we're generating, is good to begin in English because this is usually expert testimony. So you're going to go ahead and choose your 2 languages and then click next. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to do that. In 3, 2, 1. Click next. I want to hear in the chat, for those of you who were able to do this, I want an S in the chat for success. If you're looking at what we're looking at now, you're going to be beautiful. Now it's going to ask us for topics and subtopics. So we're going to go ahead and put in the topics. I want you to choose the topics and subtopics that you're interested in drilling. This is about you creating the practice of your dreams. So it could be forensics, it could be ballistics, it could be slang, it could be blood spatter analysis, it could be anything that you're interested in. I want you to go ahead and choose that topic and at least 3 subtopics. So in our specific case, we chose manner of death analysis via forensic autopsy. I'm going to give you guys 5 long seconds to put in your topic. I'm going to be quiet counting for you guys to go ahead and type that in. Here we go. Okay, if anybody requires further time, type a T in the chat for time. If you're still working on your topics and subtopics, go ahead and chat T in 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. Oh, Luz needs a little more time. For the rest of you that are already finished, go ahead and type next. It looks like a few of you need my time, so we're going to give you guys a little more time. Go ahead and... So I see Stephanie's having issues logging in. So again, we can give you personalized attention on Monday if you call us on Monday. For now, if you want to try again, I'm going to copy this chat from the chat. I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to give it to you again just so you can try. I don't want anybody to stress out. If you're unable to do this, we can give you personalized attention when you need it. On Monday, we can help you if you call us. Go ahead and copy that. There we are. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay. For those of you who have managed to type in your subject and move on next, that's fantastic. For those of you who need a little more time, please let us know. T in the chat for time if you're still working on your subjects and subsubjects. Brad, could you do me a favor and share? I'm trying to share the link for the AI one more time, but I'm not being I'm not having success with that.
It's interpreterpro.ai. So if just type that into your browser.
Perfect.
Or you can type in Interpreter Pro on Google, and there should be some sites that come up for that. I don't want to leave.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you so much.
Right now.
Okay, perfect. All right, so if you guys are here looking at this screen that is asking you the vocabulary flashcards, how challenging you want it to be, I want you to go ahead and type C for challenging. This is what you're looking at. The same thing we're looking at. Type a C in the chat so we know that you're with us at this point. For those of you who are here, type a C in the chat. Beautiful. We're going to choose advanced. You can go ahead and decide if you want it to be beginner, intermediate, or advanced. I think most of you have enough experience to challenge yourselves. So click on advanced and click on next. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to do that. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. So then, as you can see, the little robot is going to be letting us know that it is working on generating that vocabulary. So if you see the little dancing robot, go ahead and type R for robot. My robot is hard at work. Beautiful Jessica, beautiful Luz, beautiful Edgar, beautiful Vita, Ping. Okay, great. Now you should be looking at this screen in which you get to look at the vocabulary that you created. Okay, so as you can see, Brad is showing us there's a total of 10 words that the vocabulary list generated, and there are the target language equivalents. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and in this screen, we're going to just move on. Okay, Brad, can you
I just
show us
want
how
to,
to move on? Oh,
yeah,
please go ahead.
I'm just gonna scroll down just to give everyone an overview. You can check this out by clicking view full screen mode as well. So you can peruse your vocabulary, and we're going to be going over later on how to edit and how to change a keyword. Virginia will be touching on that later.
Perfect, Brad. So if you guys want to take a few seconds to explore that, you can go ahead and explore this page. We're not going to edit the vocabulary yet, as Brad said. We're going to be dealing with the editing and regeneration of the vocabulary later. Right now, we're just doing the general creation of the lab. Then we're going to go back and get to those hard to reach places. Okay? So now we are ready here, and we're going to move on. So Brad is going to hit submit. That is the button that appears, a green button that appears at the top. I want everybody to do that. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to click on submit. In 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now you're going to enter your practice name. Okay, we are going to call this
Forensic autopsy.
Forensic autopsy. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to type in your title name and click submit. Go ahead. So now it is starting to generate your practice. Beautiful. Now we have the vocabulary generated. Someone is asking in the chat if they can follow the class along without creating a practice. Of course you can. And then of course you're going to have access to this video and you'll be able to recreate these steps. And you can also call us on Monday so we can give you personalized help. I want everybody to type a Y on the chat if you are here. If you were able to, congratulations, you have created very good. We have a bunch of Ys. Awesome, awesome work. So we just completed the first stage, which is the creation of the vocabulary. Now we're going to continue with the practice generation because of course we have to create the transcript and the audio. So everybody click on continue with practice generation. Go ahead and do so now. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That should bring you here to transcript generation. For those of you who are looking at the transcript generation screen, type a T in the chat. Transcript generation, beautiful. So you're going to go ahead and fill out this field. How many words should your transcript be? We're going to go with 500, Brad?
What do you suggest, Virginia? What kind of mood are you in?
I suggest 500. What do you think?
All right. Sounds fine to me.
Okay,
like
everyone
500.
type in 500 in the chat. I'm sorry, not in the chat, in the actual field where this says transcript generation. Type 500, and then you're going to go ahead and click on the next button again. I'm going to give everybody 3 seconds to do that. Beautiful. Now we're going to select the transcript type for tailored accurate results. We are going to go with addressing a group. You basically have two options, addressing a group or addressing an individual. We like addressing a group because it's more typical for court to have someone addressing the full jury or an expert witness addressing the whole courtroom. So we're going to go with addressing a group. You go ahead and pick if you want an individual or a group, and then click next. Once you've done that, type Y for yes. I was able to do that. Beautiful. Awesome. You guys are following along beautifully. Okay. Then we're going to establish the characters. Okay. The first character is the person who's speaking. So in our case, we're going to make this an expert on autopsies. Okay. So we have character number 1, the person who's an expert and is talking about the subject at hand. I want everybody to go ahead and fill out that field. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds of silence so you can go ahead. Before you fill it out, please check out what we did. We called her Dr. Mary Green, specialist in forensic autopsies. Go ahead and fill out that character number 1. Yes. Yes, Brad?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to just 15 seconds, just
A little
a little
longer.
bit more. Yeah, 'cause
Yes. I don't want to rush you guys.
I'm
Okay.
a slow typist, so I am.
I'm going to give you guys 15 seconds. We're going to be quiet so you can type in your character number 1. Here we go. Okay, for those of you who need more time, type T in the chat. For those of you who were able to put character number 1, type 1 in the chat. Let us know that you're here. You were able to. Beautiful, Edgar. Beautiful, Luz. Beautiful, Lydia. Beautiful, Ping. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move on to character number 2. I'm also going to give you 15 minutes of silence. In this case, this is the group that's being addressed. So we're going to type in the group and let's check out that in our case, we have randomly selected jurors in a state criminal trial who listened to Dr. Mary Green's testimony in a suspected murder case. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet, give you guys 15 minutes to type in your character number 2. Here we go. Okay, type 2 in the chat if you were able to complete that field of character 2. Anna is with us, Lydia is with us, Luz is with us. Oh, Luz needs more time. Okay, let's give you guys 5 more seconds. Good. All right. It looks like most of us were able to do this. Let's click next to move on to the next stage. If you're ready, you're going to go ahead and click on next and wait for us there.
This second field is you could write something here too, but the jury, it's
if you'd
pretty
like to be
standard.
more specific
Yeah.
about the particular place. Okay,
Fill
so
in
now
the
it's generating our transcript. Okay, these are the automated suggestions based on the topic. So for example, it's talking about trajectory determination. So it's probably the trajectory of the wound. If there was a bullet wound, we have asphyxia indicators, sharp force injuries. So it's telling us that these are the suggestions that were made by the AI based on the topic that we chose. Okay,
And
so I want
if you'd
everybody.
like, you can add to this if you'd like, manually, but it's
Oh,
usually fairly
perfect.
accurate.
Can you show us how to do that?
Yeah, just you'll add just
Or
go
you
into
can
the
add
field,
text.
add text here. Yeah.
Okay, so you just go ahead and put your cursor wherever it is that you want to add something. We're going to give you guys 5 seconds if you want to add anything. We're pretty satisfied with the choices that it's made for us. Usually it's pretty well trained into making good choices for us. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds if you want to add anything here, then we're going to move on.
Yeah, I don't really know what visceral congestion is. I'm looking forward to finding out what that's about. Okay. Next.
Okay, everybody click next. Beautiful. And that brings us here. Describe the event and its participants, okay? The more specific that you are in each one of these fields, the happier you're going to be with the results, okay? AI can only give you as much as you give it. So the events in this case, we're talking about a criminal trial. So we talk about, oh, Dr. Smith. No, let's change that. It was Dr. Green, right?
Oh, yes, Dr. Green.
I'm going to give you guys 15 seconds of silence so you can describe the type of event you want your transcript to be based on. Here we go.
Okay. Take your time.
Okay, you guys. So there was a very important question in the chat. Luz is asking us why hers looks a little different. So remember that each one of you is generating your own unique practice. So the practice that the AI is going to create for you is going to be different than the one it creates for us. Okay? So you will notice that none of you are going to have the exact same thing that we put on your screen. Okay? It's going to come out different for each one of you. Okay? Luz tells us she needs a little more time. Type T in the chat if you also need a little more time to fill out this field. So Alan is asking, what is the correlation between language and speaker? Should speaker number 1 be the language we chose on the left? Yes, so everything is going to be happening in the source language. So whatever source language you chose, if it's English, everyone's going to be speaking English. Okay, if you chose the source language of Russian, then everything would be in Russian. Okay. Let's make sure that everybody, I'm going to stay silent for a moment. And for those of you who are done with the transcript generation for the event and its participant, you're going to type D. We're going to see if everyone is ready, or type T if you need more time. We still have some people that need more time, so let's let them continue.
Sure.
There's a question in the chat I want to address, which is, there's no option to have both languages, as in witness testimony by a non-English speaker. So you could do the whole new practice that is in the other language that you want, but that whole practice is going to be in that source language. And what's happening is the target language comes in when it comes to your vocabulary practice and when it comes to your evaluation. You will be given the target language equivalents, but the whole practice would be in the source language. Okay? Sonia tells us, my main character is a psychologist presenting a psycho-ed report of an autistic child. This is incredible. Yay, Sonia, we're so happy you like it. Okay, for those of you who can, go ahead and click submit and let's move on. And now it's generating our transcript. So again, it's
Should we have
working.
salsa music come on at this point?
Bum 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 bum. We have the dancing robot. Okay, those of you who are here in the transcript, I want you to go ahead and type TR for transcript. Jessica tells us, I like the result that was generated. Nice. Ooh, we got a bunch of people with us. Awesome. So this is the moment where you'll notice, if Brad, can you scroll up and down this transcript? You'll notice that the vocabulary terms appear in a different color font. So it's telling you up front, these are our vocabulary terms. Everything else appears in black font. And this is the moment where if you wanted to change anything, this is where you can do it. So Brad, can you show us a little button and how they could edit things if they wanted to? So there's
Right,
your little
like-
edit button. Once you do
Right.
that, you can no longer see the vocabulary units because it's in edit mode, but you can go in there and you can type extra things, or you can get rid of things, right? We're going to cancel that because we don't want to get rid of that. Let's cancel.
I did get rid of that.
Yeah, but you can cancel it.
All right.
Perfect. So it's now back to square one. Okay. So here we are. Now we have our transcript. We're going to continue with the practice generation now. Okay. Let's not change anything. Let's just
All right.
cancel that. Perfect. Okay. And you can polish this up later. Now we're going to voice catalog. If you guys are looking at the voice catalog screen, type a V in the chat for voice catalog. Beautiful, Stephanie. Stephanie's with us. Luz is with us. Jessica is with us. Edgar is with us. Human is with us. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Lydia. Okay. Now we get to choose the voice that we want. This is a woman in our case, but if you chose a man, then it would probably behoove you to choose a male voice, and you can play a sample. So let's listen to, we're going to play on our end some woman. Let's, for example, try Sarah. And Sarah comes in different tones of voice. She has an unfriendly voice. She has a terrified voice. She can whisper. She can sound cheerful. So we're going to pick a general Sarah. And let's see if, there it is. Let's listen to it.
I've lived enough to find out how much of a joke my life is.
So Sarah speaks a little bit like this.
Yeah, I don't
Let's-
like Sarah for this testimony.
Sarah is like, oh my God,
No,
I love forensic autopsy.
I've lived long enough to realize how hard life is. We don't want to work with it.
Okay, let's go with Jenny. I
Lord.
tend to like Jenny.
How about Serena?
Okay, let's listen to Serena.
Welcome. I'm glad I could assist you.
I
If
like
there's
her.
ever anything
Okay.
you want to learn more about,
So
She
we're
sounds-
going
she
to
sounds like a forensic
I enjoy
expert
answering questions.
witness.
and
She
sharing
does.
knowledge.
She does.
And if
So
you-
let's choose. We're going to select Serena, and we're going to give you guys 10 seconds to play samples until you're happy with your voice, and then you're going to click select and confirm. Let's sit there for a moment, Brad. Let's sit on the screen for
Yeah.
a moment. So we're going to give you guys 10 seconds to play around with voices. Once you like a voice, you're going to go to select. Here we go. For those of you who need a little more time in sampling voices, type T in the chat for time. 3, 2, 1. Okay. For those of you who are ready to confirm, type C in the chat for confirm. Perfect, Edgar. Perfect, Stephanie. Perfect, Jean. Okay. Go ahead and click on confirm. This is the voice that we've chosen. Beautiful. Now we're going to choose the speed of our lab. Okay. We're going to start slow today. We're going to go with 120.
Yeah, because that vocabulary is pretty challenging.
That vocabulary is a big deal. So you don't want two
Yeah.
variables that are challenging at the same time. We want to isolate difficulties. Okay, so we're going to choose 120. We urge you to choose 120 as well, but of course it's your choice. And then you're going to click on generate audio. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to do that. Okay, if you're looking at the dancing robot, go ahead and type R in the chat for robot. Beautiful, Stephanie. Beautiful, Luz. Beautiful, Lydia. Jessica. Okay, we're waiting for our bot. Anna is with us. And Adnaloy, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name, is with us. Okay, so now we're waiting for the little robot to generate our audio. This is, of course, the audio practice that we're going to be interpreting. Hopefully you chose 120. So our bot is hard at work creating this audio for us. And of course, as you notice, these audios, as I said before, are all in the source language. What goes into the target language is the vocabulary practice and the evaluation. Okay, so you will be working with, for now, this is what we're doing in the app, a single speaker, and you're going to be working with the simultaneous mode. Of course, we are developing things and constantly changing things, so we'll see what we can generate in the future. But for now, this is this tool allows you to work with the simultaneous mode and work from a single language. We don't have several speakers speaking several languages. So now it's generated our audio, and this is where we get the opportunity to listen to how that sounded, if we made a good choice with the sample voice that we selected.
And
Let's
here is
listen.
the words per minute, just to verify on your right. And you can increase the volume here if you'd like.
Perfect.
I am Dr. Mary Green, specialist in forensic autopsies. My role involves examining deceased individuals to
That sounds
determine the
really
cause
good.
and-
We're going to pause it and we're going to give you guys 3 seconds. If you chose 120, bear in mind it's going to sound slow, but because this vocabulary is so challenging, we want you to go with a slow pace first. Okay, then we can regenerate that pace and make it a little faster. Everybody go ahead and test your audio now by clicking on this play button over here. Okay, go ahead and type Y for yes if you were able to play your audio and test it and it all looks good. Everyone seems to be following along beautifully. Awesome. Now we're going to go ahead and continue with the practice generation. Go ahead and click on this green button over here, and that should take us. Finally, you have successfully completed all the steps and your practice is ready. So now everybody, I want you to click on Go to Practice. That practice is ready to go. That practice is ready to be worked with. Beautiful. Now we have the forensic autopsy. So look at this. We have the ability to edit a lot of things here. We could edit the title right next to forensic autopsy. There's a little pen and a little paper. That is an icon that tells us this is something. You can click here to edit that subject. You can also edit, let me get this out of the way. You can edit the topic, right? We have manner of death, but if we wanted to edit that in any way, we could. Let's say, for example, that seems to be work well. If we like what we have, we click on the little check mark. We could edit the vocabulary itself. That's what we're going to work on next, because it's very important for us to be able to get that vocabulary as precise as possible. Can we go back to the previous screen, Brad, before we move on? I just wanted to give them a general idea. You can edit the words per minute. You can have it go faster or slower. Right now, we're not going to mess with that. And I do want you to take a look at the bottom here. We're following our 3-step method that has worked for so many students over the years, which is you get to practice your vocabulary, then you get to interpret and record, and then you get to evaluate. Those are the 3 steps we're going to follow once we have that vocab nice and tight. You can also share your practice. So that allows you to get a link and email it to someone, a study buddy. They can check your work, you can check theirs, and you can also view your recordings. So these are all the things that we have. I want you to type an S in the chat for success if you were able to generate your practice. Alan tells us he was, Luz tells us as well, Edgar, Emma, Vira, Erica, Jean, Lydia, beautiful. We got lots of successes. Stephanie, Sonia, beautiful.